so many notes. I'm loving this though because I love this aspect of control, so I'm into it. Refinement process, ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known paranatural, with the goal of reflecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. Well, like, is it AI? Is it AI? ChatGPT writing Alan Wake? To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarities to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility, this is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style, the page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writings, using pages in the Lake House's possession as reference. It's ChatGPT. Tone, the page must accurately mimic the typical tones of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake's possession. I read that already. I'm sorry, I got all excited. Content, the page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writings, using pages of the Lake House's possession as reference. Maybe it is just... No, they all just sounded the same. That's why I got confused. I was not styled and tone. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material. This continuously refined and writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near-identical stories by Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. Honestly, I shouldn't be that surprised that they wanted to kind of work with the idea of AI writing with Alan Wake. It is kind of an interesting thing. I think it's probably going to amount to, like, it didn't work. They already had a note mentioning emotion. Hey, what's up? I thought you were darling. I'm sad now.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in.
I'm gonna put this out there. I think we got our answer about AI art.
Stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
It's gonna be great to have her in my ear this whole time. Project Arbutus, initial finding reports, Edward Franklin Booker. Born in New York, New York. Currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Tamitha Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls as of...
Just content for the experiment.
Edward Franklin Booker. Do I remember who that was? Writer and director of 5-stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation, author, playwright. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instructions. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly... Can I turn this off?
The art was not art.
I wonder if that was one of the artists that she mentioned in her other note. Initial finding reports, Tamitha Madison Booker. Atlanta, Georgia, resides in New York, married to Edward Franklin, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found, located in Bright Falls as of then. Author, 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation, author, poet. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive. Those might be the ones she mentioned. She said 2 artists showed up. I think the time frame here is September, so she probably was looking at them as having this being useful for something, writing or trying to do anything really. So overall, are our bullets useless? I think that's funny if it is true. We have a flare. I don't know if, like, the shadow people will show up. Or if we're only working on those, living paintings. I have no idea what output would mean.
There was a crack in the lake house.
There was a crack in the lake house, so I'm pretty positive about that.
Typewriters.
Monkeys on typewriters, let's
Please don't
go!
let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
It really is just monkeys on typewriters. Yo, let's go into photo mode. Photo mode. Want to look at it? Look at that. Almost looks like a coffee maker for a minute. It I guess that would be the simplest way to do something like this, right? Bunch of little thingies. I mean, well, I guess for the sake of experimenting, you would make a typewriter. But I don't think the typewriter part really mattered that much for the creative process. So I think you could have still had, like, just a computer screen work on it. Typewriting brand investigation. Investigation in the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted in the ATDs. Continues to be unsuccessful. Source contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house results no useful information. Wake's agent. His agent? Refused to discuss client matters. Makes sense. Sperry wouldn't do that. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Redacted. No useful information. Who could possibly be redacted? Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake. No useful information. How, I like source contacted with discretion. How do you ask about that discreetly? The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. I mean, like, they have reports of the other events, not just the 2010 event, right? So they know that, like, other art forms do other things. This seems kind of crazy to me to... I guess, again, though, like I said, if you're experimenting, any, potential avenue for, different things would make sense to try to investigate. There's a lot of rooms that I did not go into over here, apparently. Point of interests. I was in there. I just must have missed something. Look around and then we'll, circle back, I guess.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Okay. And then the 2018 thing was in relation to the DLC, the Alan Wake DLC in Control, I think. Which, like, was that around the time that that DLC came out? 2018? probably around the time Control actually did come out, right? Content of Wake's manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, parliamentarian and suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diane Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules. Marmont, husband and co-researcher, it has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. I guess that's fair. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outsider recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict in this past year. Really, we couldn't tell. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing this from, get his information? Or is the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's abilities goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their minds, their love or animosity are theirs to control? Control, that's the name of the game? Yeah, I mean, that's always been a question. I mean, you know, you have things like the I don't remember what it's called, but that, like, the world was created 3 days ago theory, where, like, you know, we have memories of stuff that happened in the past, but it could have just been implanted in our heads, right? Fake memories. I mean, that basically happened in Alan Wake 2. Saga knew that things were changing around her, like fake events or stories were happening, but she did not, the other people around her acted like it's been like that forever. So that kind of works in that same way. So, like, you know, it is interesting to think about in the sense that it's not very provable. But, you know, it also kind of comes down to
There was a crack in the lake house.
voting.
The Marmonts had
It kind of comes down to that whole, like, every show having that theory that they're all actually dead. Like, yeah, I guess that could be something that happened, but, you know, how do you prove that? Did I actually miss anything in here, or is it just a point of interest because it's... Maybe if I get better clearance, I can get in the computers. I looked at everything, unless if I can interact, like with the Alan Wake book. I'm gonna say I probably don't have anything to do here. And then I think everything else was locked. Like, I feel like... I don't know. Shouldn't the point of interest be, like, gone because I looked at it? Again, unless if I'm missing something entirely. We might just want to leave. But I feel like I'm on top of the point of interest, and I did listen to that, read this.
March 7th, 2018.
Well, anything else I can do with that? I don't think there's really much else I can do. Maybe just move forward. Oh, there's paint here. Is it gonna loop? Yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like this doesn't really make logical sense with what the layout was. Not quite a loop right now. Things are different. Oh.
Never say no to extra firepower.
Maybe I could have killed the painted things. It just kind of seemed like I reacted in like a, nope, not working out for me. Always try again. This might be why points of interest were here, though.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
I love the law of 3. Different?
September 12th,
2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team.
Inside the lake,
Looks like it's all kind of the same.
I'll be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic.
I think I heard spooky music. I have my medicine on the hot bar. I feel like it's, having this loop, it's kind of a mistake to...
overlap, rebound it on itself. Compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself. Compressing, compounding.
I wanted to kind of
reflecting,
hear a
and
little bit of that
refracting.
beginning part again, but...
An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance.
Don't know what
Cause
urban
and
legend
effect
and murder and
hopelessly
constant balance
tangled.
really means. But the,
Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop.
overlap, I guess, would probably just be the fact that it's AI art, like, looping in on itself or something. I don't know. Nothing? I'll quick save again. Maybe I'll try really hard to kill something this time.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself.
What's on over there?
Compounding, reflecting.
Damn, the shadow is here.
Alright. Well, I mean, these I can deal with. Although I do think... I don't know why my flashlight was kind of just not working.
They felt depressed! They waited! More coffee!
Bad dodge. Oh. Oh, fuck. Didn't know you were here. Big boy. Okay. I'm good at dodging, apparently. Reload a little faster. God, it hurts so much. Well, I don't have any more healing, so that's cool. I don't know where Chuckster is. I found Chuckster.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Feeling real woozy. The problem is, like, every hit just takes so much health away. Obviously, I should be dodging better. I'm not allowed to go back. That's fucked. I was hoping I could go into the healing room to just kind of, like, chill for a minute. Imagine, at the very least, we, survived the encounter. Not very well, but we did. I would like this extreme goo to go away, please. I'll have to actually read that one. Maybe don't also be on the map. I imagine there's really not much else for me to be doing here. Except for hoping for some health. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have, pills in my inventory. But at least I don't have jam on my face. How much did I actually explore this room? Was I in this room before? I was. There's another item I missed. Thank God for maps, right? Definitely want to go grab it. Because I used a lot of resources earlier. Oh, that one. The, like, ammo crate. Alright. Oh, not a great encounter. Also not quite as exciting as the art. Well, rule of threes, right? Or something like that.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives.
Looks like it's all the same again.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once...
Is not in our inventory.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas.
Manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this.
I don't really mind looping. I just kind of wish it was a little bit more interesting. And the point of interest is still kind of throwing me off.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
This page scared him just too much.
Keep coming back to this page.
And then, like, what? The page is gonna be, and then Jules died.
It's like he's warning us. But about what?
Yeah, same stuff.
What does it mean?
And as if, like, there's really something in there that I missed because I assumed it was the same. I'm gonna assume it's the same. think everything's reloaded, so we're good for new combat experience.
I keep coming back to this page.
Seems a bit more infinite this time. I missed a... Oh no! Go back, I missed a thing! What did I miss it?
Keep coming back to this
In
page.
between, over here? The water cooler?
Wake.
Where is it?
Like
Way
it's
over there?
serious.
Goddamn!
About what? I mean, what does it mean?
That? Yeah, no wonder I missed it. God.
Scared Jules
Yeah, I definitely want that trauma pack.
writing.
Okay, now we can think it's cool that this is infinite typewriters, infinite monkeys.
What is that?
Is it his skin? No, it might just be the art. Am I over here? I should probably look at these notes again. Unidentified hostile entities. Where are they? Experiment in progress, probably downstairs. Need to get sub-level. Involves paintings. Rudolph Lane. Subject P. Painter. Forced to paint. Connect to hostile printer. Wake's manuscript pages. Emulating Wake's writing. Fabricating Wake's pages. Okay. Nothing really new from that, but it is basically just reiterating notes of stuff we know about. Oh no! I'm lost. I'm back. Guess it's not that infinite. I'll play with the power cube again.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
What did you say to me? Does this still work? Oh, it's the light shifting what's available. Okay, I see. I completely missed that before. Got distracted by what she was trying to say. Assuming we need this power on to open the other door. Thank God this is here. Or this is just the other door. Okay, never mind. Nothing special from that. Wonder if we need to... Okay. That one's busted. Did I need to do this the way I did it, or did I overcomplicate things? I think we need to turn this back on, because it's probably gonna fix that, because it looks like a whole chunk from that is what went missing. But why would we need to... Maybe that did affect the door, I don't know. Kind of stumbling my way through a puzzle. Yeah, and that looks like that fixed it. Don't really know what I did, but I think I did it. What's the flashlight button? Well, that used flashlight, but I mean, like... To have it not just be completely off would be super. I think we're just good. Turn this on for some reason. Surely no other loops, right? Oh, my friends!
You again.
What happened?
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmon's clogging his head.
Okay.
You said marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell me where they are.
A man in a white coat.
Probably should have,
Christ. It's fixated on the marmonts. What did they do?
Probably should have asked about Alan Wake. Look at all these saves. Surprised that this is still here. I thought that would like disappear. Tuesday. Thursday. 6 minutes ago. That's what I'm looking for. I think we might be able to reload from that 6 minutes ago. Probably shouldn't have tried to peeve off the painting. Well, why, over here, about, please? Why is it weird? Too close, I guess. About Alan Wake.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter.
I find his work pretentious.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there.
I'm gonna say it was worth it. That was a funny line.
You said marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell
He
me
hates
where
it.
they are.
A man in a white coat.
Christ.
Also, yeah, basically I just happened
It's
into the
fixated
right
on the marmonts. What
process
did they do?
for the that last puzzle. But I did go into the menu to find controls, and now I can turn this bad boy back on and off whenever I want. Not that I really know any reason why I would want to turn it off. Can we get to like 2? Never been to 2.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
I'm gonna say intermingling with the painter.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Yeah, I'm calm, dog.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Guy loves it. I got excited for a minute. I thought that was Addie. Anyone in the toilet? Anyone in the loo? I feel like I'm gonna have to fight the shadow people.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in? Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
on lockdown because of the shadow people? Little happy face. I like the lockdown because it makes me feel safe. There's a projector over there. It might be Darling, but I kind of doubt it. 3? I'm gonna have to kind of, loop back around, I think. I feel like a lot of these are bonuses. Like, once I get to go up to 3, I'm sure... I am a tourist. I'm sure we could just go directly to, like, where we have to go. You know, that ain't what I want to do. I want to go collect things. Subject's writings must feature darkness, water, marmots, Jules and Diana, the lake house, conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? Who's him? There's like 3 hymns that it could be related to.
Someone who isn't a painting.
What? Oh. Well, would you look at that? I mean, the shadow people weren't paintings. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as orders below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Tamitha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. That's not how it works, though. We had an emotion thing mentioned. What was that written last? Edward Brooke, less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. To acquire, like, their work. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Are they kidnapped? Did you try to offer them, like, cookies or something? I don't... Oh, wait. I might know what the password is. I'm so smart. Hello, please remember to lock your computers. A general reminder that nut allergies are serious health issues. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I brought a variety of pies. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, why did this... It's like out of order, right? Attention all staff, there is a significant amount of BlackRock missing. Holy shit! Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. He really did that? Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out, haha. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me that Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You really leave me here all alone? You probably transfer too, Craig. Doesn't seem like a great work environment.